So greetings, my name is Ecklay Hamalengwa. I'm a Jesuit scholastic from Zambia.
And I'm Father Nobert Munekani, SJ. I'm the local superior for the Jesuit community in Johannesburg.
We're going to have a conversation about Advent, what it is, and everything, the components of it, and what is expected of the Catholics during this season of Advent. What are your thoughts about what Advent is? And
Advent is a time of preparation where we become prepared for the coming of the Lord. And what we're looking at is the coming of the Lord through the incarnation for Christmas, and that's when he's born. So it's all the roadmap that we take in preparation for his coming at Christmas.
That's interesting. I think I can add something there about preparation, really, and this preparation for the incarnation. Like we know the big day, but there's always a way that we want to prepare. I find that interesting. Maybe we can have an example of how we prepare, for example, to receive a visitor in our homes. You will see, we could see those days when we were young. Our mothers, they would tell us that so and so will be coming, and we'll be very excited to know that somebody is coming, and we would see them, preparing their room, the beddings and all that, and everybody would just have an idea that
even the best cutlery would come out at that particular time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, even when we talk of meals, we'd look forward to visitors because that's when the best meals will be.
Surely.
Talk of chicken.
Yes, so it's all that preparation that takes place for that big coming, the big event, which is the coming of the person. So that's exactly what we do when we prepare for the coming of the Lord.
Yes. No, I think when we bring it to Advent now, I think we got a good example about how we prepare. But when it comes to Advent, I think Advent has got a roadmap, which is a guide. But I don't think it's a guide that is written on a stone, because it is there not to limit people, but also to free people to kind of have an idea of what is going on. And we talk of the wreath, which has got candles with significant colors there. I think maybe we can talk about the candles.
Sure.
Yes. I think the first week is the week of hope. Maybe what are your thoughts on hope and the first week?
So hope is actually based on the fact that the Messiah is coming. So we have to be hopeful people. As we prepare for the coming of the Lord as people of hope. So you'd find that even in the scriptures, where there is always that call to be hopeful as we prepare for the coming of the Lord. So, and if you look at the wreath, the wreath is made up in a circumference kind of form, which is a continuum, and it also symbolizes eternity because it goes on in circles. So it's not like one candle is independent of each other.
Okay.
They are all joined by this circle, which is the wreath. And then each candle representing different themes of the week, but they are all connected to one another, building up to the apex, which is the coming of Christ. So you asked about the hope candle.
Yes.
And then the second candle then becomes the candle
of peace.
Of peace.
Yes. I think, you see, now I'm beginning to get the whole the concept behind. When we have hope, I mean, our hearts should be at rest. We need to have this kind of inner tranquility, especially with knowing that the Christ is coming. It's like what farmers do when they have planted. They have hope that
something will spring up.
Something will spring up.
Yeah.
And this gives peace to the farmer who has done everything, and they're now waiting for the plant to come up. And I think peace today, I would really maybe focus it to inner peace, personal peace within our own context. I think the second week really invites us to be peaceful people, and maybe we can also extensively pray for peace in the world, so that the coming of Christ will really, bring the apex of the peace that the world desires. The world.
And Christ is actually we say Christ is the King of peace.
Yes.
So when we talk of peace, we can't talk of peace and eliminate Christ from the puzzle. Yeah. And then we still move on to the third candle.
Yes.
Which is the candle
of joy.
Of joy. So when you have been hopeful,
yes,
and then you become peaceful, and then what comes out of that is joy. Yes. So Christ brings that joy into the world. So you'd realize also joy is also a different color of the candles that we have on the wreath, which is the pink color or the rose color.
Yes.
So this is like we are expecting the coming of Christ, but unlike Lent, whereby the expectation is a sorrowful expectation, in this case, it's a joyful expectation because Christ is coming into our world, taking our form and becoming like us. So we have every reason to be actually joyful.
Okay, you've said something interesting there, having the reason to be joyful. You see the example we used about how our mothers used to prepare for a visitor. I mean, the joy of chicken. You would just love it. That okay, I am happy that we're going to have the best meal. And I think this is the joy that comes with Christ. Is a joy that stands the test of time, and then it compels our hearts to love. Actually, that's even the fourth.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You see?
Yes.
So when we have now experienced all these movements, then the biggest of them all is actually the love. And we even say, God is love.
God is love.
Then we become like Him. And then what's expected of us is to express that love that we have received, so that we can also give. So love becomes an expression and a response from the love that we have also received. Now we can then give to others, also to experience that same love that we have also enjoyed in the journey towards the Christmas.
And I think just to add on there, they always say that you cannot give what you do not have. I think the love that we behold in our hearts is what we should give in the world. And it's not really so much of big things. And it's about giving who we are, giving our time to listen to those who would probably need, a listening ear.
Yeah.
And maybe visiting the sick, at least being close to them so that the love of Christ can be felt through us and through the small things that we can do. Talk of simple things like saying thank you.
Yes.
Please,
yes.
may I have this? I mean,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I forgive you. Those kinds, that becomes the practical way in which we can express our charity.
Indeed.
To others in very simple day-to-day lives. Yeah.
And you see, I think Advent is also a time of preparing to share some gifts, physical gifts. Back in the day, we knew that on Christmas, I'm getting a new pair of shoes.
Yes.
Talk of clothes.
Clearly.
And all that. And these will be some of the things that will give you a joyful hope during the whole time. And sometimes the whole year. You see, in my area, chicken was called Christmas because it comes once, once, and people would look forward to having it. on that day. I think this really moves us to the aspect of now Christ really dwelling among us and bringing in the light.
Yes. So at Christmas, then we light the final candle, which is the white candle, which represents Christ. So we are saying, okay, Christ is the light of the world, and now Christ has dwelt amongst us. So imagine descending from being a God through incarnation and becoming one like us. Then that's what exactly we celebrate at Christmas. So the whole journey from the preparation of the first week of Advent with an expectation, a joyful expectation of the coming of Christ. Eventually now we say, he has arrived. The visitor that we have been waiting for so long, doing all these preparations, is finally with us. So we have every reason to say we are joyful, we are happy, we are peaceful, and Christ has become amongst us through the incarnation. He has become one like us.
Indeed. Now, I think this can mark the end of our conversation, because I think we have exhausted quite what Advent is, and how we prepare, and the roadmap to Christmas, and really the joy of having Christ, being born in our hearts, the hearts that we've been preparing, for the 4 weeks, where we were filled with hope, peace, joy, love, and then now Christ is among us.
Yes.
So thank you so much, Father, for the conversation.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.